Hey there, folks. How you doing? It's 7:41 a.m. Thursday, October 5th, 2017. I just put out a great video. It's too bad you never hear it. 742, Understanding Fortitude and Spirituality. Understanding the fortitude necessary for becoming yourself, spirit. You'll never hear the video I just put out because I didn't turn the mic on. This video is going to be about our friends from other planets that are here and when they're in your house. I need to say this. Say this first though. The last few days, I feel even rougher than I look right now. It's been a rough 3 days, but I've had a lot going on with Gaia, and mostly Gaia. We're working on my brain to make changes in there, try to fix what the original first being male did to me a long time ago, affected my seeing and everything else. Excuse me. And they've got about 80% of that back. But it's so much easier for me to go into anything and get the thoughts and everything like I used to. I didn't come out of that fight without getting beat up. But that's okay. Job accomplished. Floor is no longer dirty. It does help me see and feel things, though. Just reaching out, relaxing, reaching through more of myself outside of the body. Just going through the field and feeling things, but especially going into spirit and getting information out of it, hearing them talk to each other and everything else, and they're not even aware that I'm there. Excuse me, I need that for what's going to happen, what's going to continually happen and increase until I get out of here, especially when I'm in court, things relative to that. I'm going to prove in court that your abilities are real. Anyway, let's get back to the subject matter. ETs. They come into a lot of your homes, and you're not aware of it. Why? Well, they literally have frequencies that they can emit. Excuse me, through different apparatuses, whatever, different devices that pretty much put your thought process to sleep. Sometimes they can take a thought process in your head and loop it. You can think that your lifetime in a field, in a chair in a field with a lake right there, something out of your memory, and you'll think you're right there. They'll think that you might think you're in your room or laying in bed and everything's fine and you're totally unaware of what's going on. You seem to be conscious, but you're really not. Usually they come to see you when you're asleep. A solid 98% of all visitation on this planet now is them coming to help you. Literally help you. You don't know them, you don't see them, but you're being helped. No, that does not mean everyone with disease is going to be healed and everything else like that. No, that those people that are here, whose time it's not coming to where they need to leave their body, they understand that. But who are here for the awakening and help move things forward for everyone else, including themselves. This is what's coming. This is what they're bringing. So they're just helping us. Oh, they don't have the right. Look, they're helping us. They don't have the right to expose themselves yet. Okay, so they're not. That is coming soon. Some people get a picture of them every once in a while. Most everything you see on the internet about that stuff is fake, but there's times when some of them slip up. They're quote unquote human too, man. Okay, they screw up. Sometimes they're made to. Every once in a while they did it. It happened because they meant it to. That's going to start happening more and more. They'll be working more. There's folks in our government, not many, but a few of them in there. They're from other places, and they beam on and off ships. Okay? They have important roles. And if someone says they are, yeah, I wouldn't put any faith in that. Okay? But anyway, so how do they get on and off? What's going on? How does this happen? What's with the beam of light? What, that's just TV, or what's going on? Well, when I tell you something, lots of times it's from something I'm aware of that I see, that I know through the field. Okay, just reaching out, extending out into that part of myself, getting information and coming back. It's outflowing everywhere. Sometimes going back into personal memories, but it's usually with what I can actually see for myself right that moment. All of you that want to, with whatever energy focal field you have within your body that's the strongest, you're going to use that to do the same for yourself. Okay, you'll keep getting stronger and stronger. Those of you that have been cranked up, you really start seeing stuff, and you really get a lot of visitation from our friends and, from other planets, ETs, different planetary physical beings. So that's what's happening. That's where we're going. And it's, like I said, they're going to be showing themselves soon. Some of them will be coming out and dealing with the government. They're already doing that. But this is going to be happening with regular people everywhere. Why? They already know. They already understand our government. Excuse me, governments. And the problems with it. They're not here for the governments, folks. They're here for the planet and everything on it. So they'll be getting hold of us individually. So it's kind of important for you to have a basic understanding of what's going on when they come here. And that's all I can give you. Not because I know everything and won't give it to you. That's all I see. That's all I understand. And I know that's enough. When someone wants to get in math, do you start them off with calculus? They didn't me. I had to take all the algebras, trig, everything else. Calculus, start getting everything going before we got up higher. That and chemistry, all the joys of school anyway. This is what I'm telling you is the basics. Later on, they're going to help us have this technology. Those of us that are, intelligent in that form, they're the ones that are going to help make this happen. But it won't happen without the offering, the initial offering from our friends in space, our family members out there, the ones we call ETs. They have an energy field they can put down, okay? And it's like vision from a camera. They can see interdimensionally, so they can see the folks that are here. When you can't see them physically on a ship, they can sit down, a bunch of them, and watch on these monitors. That's usually 1 or 2 large monitors that just sit in front of it. And they watch them moving around and what they're doing. They can touch you like this, okay, where you feel the energy. Where you can actually feel it. If you accidentally move, you'll actually touch them, okay, but you won't see them. That's their technology, folks. Oh, that's not possible. No, it's not possible for us. It's also not possible for us to fly from one end of the universe to the other in a ship. Hello, right? So anyway, our government, we have some what we call starships and stuff, but they can't get out to the stars. They can't even reach the sun. But they can get out in space. Anyway, what did Corey Good call them? calls them shuttles or something like that. A lot of other people do. That's kind of what they are. But compared to a regular conventional aircraft, it's more like a spaceship. And they do get out of the atmosphere. So technically, I guess they are initial form of spaceship. Anyway, spacecraft. So they have ways they can see through the asphalt and everything. They can see right in here. And then the people that are here, they're not multidimensional, but they're literally floating around. They're existing inside interdimensionally. That they have equipment they can just the way that they have these sensors. They can beam themselves on and off ships. They have a program. It's just whatever that they follow, routine. They can do it with themselves as people, so they can come here and work on you. They can hold your ankles down. Now they'll do this when you're out, okay? But when they knock you out, is what I'm trying to say. When they have these devices, put up frequencies, put you, the birds, fish, everything just kind of relaxes you, puts you to sleep. They can control it. These people are incredibly intelligent. They're also ancient civilizations compared to us. It's a joke. We're not even at the point of throwing stones, and here they are flying around. So anyway, they can hold you down just in case softly, just in case you go to wake up, while they're taking a look at you, maybe putting a little probe in you, maybe putting some fluids in you to help you, maybe extracting just a small amount of DNA. Over 98% of everything that's going on here, what little there is all helpful. Okay, it's to help you. There's almost no problems with the idiots anymore. Excuse me, it does happen from time to time, but not often. That's being dealt with. We have these new police type oriented beings. They're like policemen, and they keep an eye on this stuff. Okay, a lot of you have had lives in that capacity. Okay, it's not an actual type of being. It's a bunch of beings that go along with this. It's like a police academy, whatever. Excuse me. So anyway, they'll come in the house. They do have little things. They can go inside. It's like a bendable needle. It goes inside you and it can move around. We have something similar here. It's just not that small, finite. But they can go in and out, place stuff where it needs to go. Then they come out. Those of you that they know are here to help bring up the new awakening that you're important to that, then they'll pop in to help you. They're trying to do whatever they can. 1 second. Every once in a while, my heart does a little jump thing, and it just takes a second. Talking about the come on, body, relax. Don't anybody get hopeful. I'm not leaving yet. Anyway, they come in and they can solidify enough to hold you down. You'll actually can see impression marks made on you where the flesh goes in, or like that. They don't poke you in the face, but if they did, you could see it. But they knock you out with these frequencies. It's perfectly safe. The Arcobian, when they do it, it's stronger, it's thicker, and it has a little bit of a delayed reaction, leaving you. It's heavy, slows you down more. They want to make sure that you're asleep and you won't wake up. They're being cautious. They're incredibly loving and compassionate people. I said it earlier in the other video. I don't know if I said it yet in this one because I'm kind of somewhat repeating myself, but the last 3 days I've been worked on real hard. Been getting work done real hard. It's in my head, but I'm kind of, the rest of my body's feeling it right now. Anyway, so while they've got you under, just in case you wake up, lots of times someone will like hold your extremities, your feet, you hold your ankles, maybe your hands or arms or something, and that's only when they do something here temporarily. It's quick, and then they're usually out. If it's important, they put you to sleep and just beam you right out of the house onto the ship. And that's when they do stronger work. Anyway, I need to make this video shorter. Anyway, so they have a way to see through the roof and everything to see what's going on. They can see interdimensionally, and they can literally make their bodies almost solid, almost completely solid, and you can't see them. My body, with what I am inside, has always had a strong resistance to drugs and stuff. When I had my right knee replaced, I woke up in the middle of surgery. They had to put me out again. But one time, right here in the there's Deanna's, there's my bedroom, Deanna's bedroom, and then a hallway in the middle. I snore so loud, I'm surprised that some of the ETs even come. I woke up one morning and I was kind of fighting through something, and there was a small ET that was somewhat Sapoian looking, but more finite, aggressively finite in design features. It wasn't all soft and smooth. It was more edges and points to it. And they were under 3 foot tall, about 3 foot, right around there. And there's one of them that was in between the two bedrooms, and I woke up a little bit and I looked at him. He saw me looking at him, and then you could see and hear him run down the stairs, and then poof, before he got a third of the way downstairs, and then he just beamed out. But and there's a few of them, 3, 4 of them downstairs. Well, he was the fourth. No, yeah, he's the fourth one. There's 3 of them downstairs. Just looking at stuff. They weren't supposed to be here. They just popped in and out real quick. They'll be making more physical forms for you soon. So anyway, and they have these devices. Like I said, it's like a needle, but it moves around. They can bend it, take it wherever it needs to. It goes inside you, can help you with stuff. And again, over 98% of the times this happens is to help you. But they can't show themselves yet. It happens every once in a while, but almost for the whole part, they can't show themselves yet. There's strict laws against it, punishable laws. So anyway, and that's about to change. So other people are watching them while they're doing this. It's a learning experience, plus other people are wanting to see what's happening. And it's all being recorded. They don't lay you out naked and stuff. It's just working on you, okay? Don't anybody get worried about that. They're not E.T. peeping toms, okay? But they've been doing a lot to help heal a lot of us, to help us keep going. And then they just literally beam out. There's no flash. All of a sudden they get cloudy and poof, they're gone. They just like that. No noise, no lights. On TV, when we go to show that, there's no understanding of how it happens, so they make it dramatic with all kinds of stuff. It's good TV, movie stuff, whatever. But it's not how it actually happens. Some of these sensors they have, they can literally be interdimensional in and out of your brain. That happened one time when I was cranking someone up. It was moving around. I got mad. I got rid of it. But, you know, I messed with it enough to where they removed it and got it out of there. When I crank you up, I mean, there's strong energy in there. Anyway, they're going to be showing themselves more coming in and out of home soon. I don't have an exact date, but I'd be looking a little over a year from now. There should be some big stuff happening before the end of 2018. There's just going to be a lot more incidences, and there'll be something happening with the government right around that time. We'll see. Things are going to be made to happen as quick as possible, as soon as possible, but there's no established leadership on the other side right now. There will be soon. Anyway, so when they come on and off ships, that's how they do it. As a matter of fact, this a long time ago, there was a movie called The Entity, where one person actually was seeing something, an energy, and then coming in and then going out again, and called herself a demon. And then also, this woman was, something was in bed with her, and they could actually see the depression in the sheets. Well, that's why. There's no such thing as a demon. There's no such thing as the devil. There's no such thing as a god. There was only the original first being, male and female. And the things that they caused to happen is what they gave name to for, through the bodies of devil and demons. So that's what that was. That's what happened in the movie The Entity. It was something that shouldn't have been here. So it was a funky looking thing. It was more reptilian than anything else. It looks like the being looks like I've mentioned the Enog. They call themselves the Sumerian gods. They still do. As a matter of fact, in the movie The Fourth Kind, that's who was there, the Enog. I spell it E-N-A-U-G-H-K or something like that. It's like a more reptilian Enog. This being that was here, kind of weird thing. Anyway, it was aggressive, mean, nasty, and never should have allowed to happen. There's not many cases of it. But that doesn't happen with you all. They're here to help. And you'll see it, you'll know it. But that's how they get in and out. And they help you. If it's something important, they'll beam you out. Literally, you go interdimensional. You're on the ship, and you're knocked out. And then they do the work, and then bring you back here. They're doctors. They're literally doctors, okay? They know what they're doing. Don't worry about it. To worry about that is, hell, worry about walking outside and a plane crashing on your head. That's more likely to happen than them coming to you and working on you in any kind of negative way. This is all starting to come, but that's who they are. That's how they do it. And that's why. I've been threatening to do this a while. Get up that video of, make that video of the different things that have been caught on the internet that are true and show them to you and explain them to you. So, that's just a little something extra I can leave with you. I've done these things individually, put them on the internet, but I need to put them together in one video and start linking all the stuff together, so you have an easier way to get at it. I've put the information up there as I got it, but it's when it's so scattered like that, it doesn't help you as much. Folks, when you think you see and feel something, there's a lot better than 85%, 86% chance, 88, depending on who you are. I mean, it's almost a 90% chance it actually is. Damn it. My heart keeps doing that. I need to get off. So number one, don't worry about it. Number two, that's a little bit about how of what's going on. Number three, you're going to start seeing this more yourself in the future. And number four, most importantly, it's nothing to be concerned about other than being a little excited about the fact that it's happening. If this is happening, get a little notebook and write down on it the date and time when something happens, and you're going to start seeing that things are repeating each other. Folks, love you, man. Have a good. Well, true to form, I left something out that's important. If I'm known for consistency, it'll probably be for that. I talked mostly about ETs coming into the house to help us medically. That's, like I've said, I relate my personal experiences to you. I tell you about things I see and I know and I understand, but I make it more personal because I want to talk to you about something. I'm right there, seeing it, feeling it. It's the best way I can understand at this moment to give you information that is easier for you to relate to. But this other stuff, there ETs pop in and out of the house a lot out of curiosity. I mentioned that with this other group that came by. I don't have a name for them. It's not that I don't care about them. I don't care about the name. I'm not here to make up all kinds of stupid stuff. I tell you what it is and let it go. And you do whatever you want with it. I am simple. I tell things like it is, and that's why so many of you listen and say, whatever Jay is, whatever's going on, the guy just tells it like it is. Why shouldn't I? It's like when I was a mechanic fixing cars, people would say, I'd tell them about stuff going on in their lives, and they said, how do you know this? I said, I just see it, I know it. And, do you talk to everyone like this? I go, yeah, why not? Why not? Why shouldn't you be yourself? Anyway, moving on. That's what's so important to me, is all of you being yourself. Okay, your real self. Opening up and becoming yourself. Anyway, becoming more of yourself, because you are yourself, but you're not using 100% of what you have. Anyway, you can use 100% of what you're aware of in yourself, but there's a lot more there. You're cooler, stronger, bigger, more awesome than you realize. Moving on. A lot of times our friends come here just running around. It's like the group I was just trying to talk about, and I go off on another co-tangent. They're just running around exploring. Sometimes, I don't know what it is. The Fae are often like this too, but especially our friends from outer space. They're interested in, they get attracted to the different smells and stuff, the spices and stuff in the kitchen, the different smells in the kitchen. And sometimes they knock over pots and pans and stuff. They come here, they're solid. Their ability to move and do stuff like that is very good, but when it comes to the senses, they need to be here physically. So they come in the kitchen and they'll go around the house, but lots of times they're in the kitchen. They like the kitchens. I don't know. So if you wake up some morning and there's a reptilian that's made some toast for you. Try it. That's not going to happen, but they do. They like the sense. They're curious. They want to know. Cooking utensils, they're not used to that. Pots and pans, it's like, what the hell are they putting here? It must be strong, because it's a solid mass thing. They're learning about us. There's a lot they can learn, but by becoming physically involved right there, they have their own information to help them understand things better. Come to think of it, it's kind of like what I'm trying to do with you. Use my own experiences to try to give you something else to put together your thought processes of what is and what's going on, what's happening. I'm told sometimes that I say too much that's, kind of personal. Maybe it doesn't need to be said, but whatever, who cares? Some things are personal, but it's important to me that you understand as much as you can, that I can do everything I can to help you in your journey or strive to become yourself. Your full self. You are you. Nobody can take that from you. And don't ever want to be like anyone else, because hell, the coolest thing there is you. Let everyone else be them. See someone awake, you want to wake up? Good. Do a few. Be you. Find yourself. But they just like the kitchens. I don't know what it is. Sometimes they'll pick up artifacts, want to understand about that. A lot of them really enjoy amethyst and dambarite, which is interesting. I've said that before, but they like amethyst. Actually helps us connect with the field, and dambarite is very soft, high vibration. Those two stones together really help you get into the field. People buy that from us. There's a reason. It works. If you're buying a stone expecting to hold it, all of a sudden, wow, no. It helps you relax and go there. These are aids. Okay? It's not the car that takes you there. These are aids to help you go there yourself. Okay? You don't need a car for that. You just sit back, relax, and go. The stone energy, having it on you is nice, it's cool, but when you're actually trying to do that, hold it in your hands, and then, your fingertips, hold it with the fingertips of both hands. And just relax, let it accept it into you. Just relax, and then make sure you put your hands somewhere. Be comfortable. Lay it on your lap. Wherever's comfortable for you, where you don't consciously engage thinking about the stone. Put it like this. In your arms, your hands, just put it like that. Hold it. Against your chest, your stomach, your lap, whether you're sitting or laying down. Just be comfortable. Let yourself flow. Take a few nice deep breaths and relax. When you hear a strange noise in the house, if you happen to, relax and go to it. See what you can find. And when you don't know, most of the time you can't see exactly what it is, know what it is. I gotta go deal with it too. But just relax and accept what you feel and know. And it might be once you're up and walking around, you finally start to go back and you relax. Your mind is still relaxed. The thought's there, and part of you is going back in time to go look at it. And then all of a sudden something pops in your head where you know more about it. If people are expecting to just wake up and all of a sudden they're watching high-def TV but it's 3D, you will always be disappointed. It's not like that. It's different, but it's better because it's real. It's not TV. when you see it with your mind, when you feel it with your heart, and you can already trust your gut as to the validity of it, you start finding out more. The more you trust yourself, the more you trust your abilities, the more you get out of them. Excuse me, the more you get out of them, and the greater your understanding of everything becomes. Folks, this is something to use for school, for work, most importantly, for everything and anything. This changes your life and how you do things in a very positive way. Our friends are here. They've been here a long time, but they're here strong now. So, most everything that's been in the way is gone. So, things are being put together for them to finally come out, be out in the open. So, if you hear some noise in the house, doesn't mean you have ETs hanging around. There could be an animal. There could be something over time that was a little bit loose and actually fell. There could also be something that wasn't super sturdy, or even if it was, and entered in spirit on the other side, moved it, bang, to make something, to make some noise, to make you look. Look at it. Is there energy behind it? What is it? Is it in a body? If you relax and open up and feel something, some noise, is there any energy behind it? If it is it something out of a body? Is it something in a body? Is it male or female? You can go, there's like ET, there's Fae, and then there's spirit that's not in a body. Those are the first three things I see it. But initially I always flow in a, what is it, male or female? And then I focus on it. All of you can do this. So, but they like kitchens. So, who knows? They might start having cooking classes for other folks in some of these space stations and everything. It's funny. Folks, everything's about to change. Things have changed on the other side dramatically. And that change follows here. So, anyway, I forgot I was talking about all the medical stuff because that's what they come here for, except for every once in a while when they pop in and run around. When you have someone else in the house that's awake also, and you start throwing things back and forth at each other, that helps both of you understand, give you more validity, that you are both seeing something. So, folks, love you, man. Have a good